Assalamu alaikum students, I am your SST teacher. I hope all of you are good and doing fine. Students, today we are going to further read about the Genghis Khan in chapter number 2. This was the same story that we discussed in our previous lesson. Before starting our today's lesson, let us have an overview of our previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we learned that Genghis Khan was the first great leader of Mongols. He united all the Mongolian tribes. His father was poisoned by Tatars. His father was the head of the tribe. He was the ruler of his tribe. When Genghis Khan learned about the death of his father, he came back and he claimed the position of his father. But as he was very young, the idea was rejected by the elders of his tribe, and his family was abandoned by the whole tribe, as a result of which the whole family suffered from extreme poverty. Later on, Genghis Khan was captured by the former allies of his father. They wanted to kill him, but one of the uncles of Genghis Khan, who was the brother of his father, intervened and he saved the life of Genghis Khan. He also helped him to become the head of the tribe. Genghis Khan had 3 brothers and 2 half-brothers. He also killed one of his elder half-brother. After becoming the chief of the tribe, he united all the tribes of Mongols. He was a great warrior. Genghis Khan's mother played an important role and had a great influence on his personality. It was his mother who taught Genghis Khan that unity of tribes is very important. Genghis Khan, through his war skills, made the largest empire of 12th and 13th century. He was a ruthless warrior. He lacked compassion and empathy in his personality. And if you remember, we also discussed it was because of the sufferings of his childhood. His name was Temujin, but Genghis Khan was the title that was given to him by the people of Mongol. Please open your books from page number 20. Right now we are going to continue the lesson. After uniting the tribes of Mongols, Genghis Khan worked on conquering the other areas. He attacked on the nearby areas and won the war. He was a great warrior. He used those skills, and by using those skills, he created havoc on the nearby areas. It is said that Genghis Khan is responsible for the death of 40 million people. 40 million means 4 crore. Genghis Khan, because of his wars, killed 40 million people. He conquered near 12 million square miles of territory. Please learn these facts that Genghis Khan was responsible for the death of 40 million people and that he conquered nearly 12 million square miles of territory. He not only won the wars, but he also worked on the tribe. Mongols, before the arrival of Genghis Khan, were unsophisticated and ungroomed people. Genghis Khan worked on them. He modernized the Mongol culture. He was a great leader. He not only helped the Mongols in conquering the nearby or the other areas, he not only expanded his empire, he also worked on the welfare of his people. He worked on their sophistication. He was a military genius. He always respected the merit. Genghis Khan was a great fan of talent. Whenever he saw someone talented, he gave that person position accordingly. He never promoted any of his officers because of his ranks, because of friendship, because of family friendships, or because of ancestors. Ancestors mean forefathers. People who got promoted in his area were solely promoted because of their talent and because of their experience and skills. Whenever he attacked the neighboring land and he wanted to conquer it, He always he often gave the enemies a chance to surrender and to submit to Mongol rule. He gave his enemies chance to submit in order to prevent the bloodshed. As we said, he always respected the merit. There is an interesting story about it. Once in a war, Genghis Khan was on a horse. He was nearly killed by an arrow. After the war, when things settled down, he asked who was the person who had that arrow and who shot that arrow. The person was a soldier. He stood up and he admitted that he was the shooter. Genghis Khan was very inspired by the bravery and by the talent of that archer. Archer means person who shoot arrow by using a bow. He not only appreciated that soldier, but he also made him his field commander. He made him his field commander because he knew the person had the talent, he had the skills. So he wanted to give him a chance. Later on, that person became an excellent field commander of Genghis Khan. There was a Persian king, his name was Mamluk Shah. Mamluk Shah made a treaty. Treaty means agreement. Mamluk Shah made a treaty with Genghis Khan. He asked Genghis Khan to submit. He made a treaty in which he submitted to the Mongol rule, but later on he broke the treaty and killed the ambassador of the Genghis Khan. When Genghis Khan came to know about it, he became fierce and he attacked the Persia and killed the Mamluk Shah. He not only killed the Mamluk Shah, but he also killed the whole family of Mamluk Shah. So this was the brief highlights of the life and the wars that Genghis Khan fought. Genghis Khan, even after his death, he is still referred to as the father of Mongolia. And Mongolians, they still respect him and they see him as their hero. So students, today we have completed the story of Genghis Khan. I hope each and everything is clear, but in case there is any confusion, please do let me know. Or if you are finding any word difficult and you are unable to find its meaning, please hit me up. And then there is your written work. Who was Genghis Khan? Why is he an important person? You are supposed to tell who was Genghis Khan. The whole chapter was dedicated to this idea or to the personality of the Genghis Khan. You can write selectively. Second question is, how was Genghis Khan pitiless? Pitiless means merciless. We have read several incidents in this chapter of how Genghis Khan treated his enemies, how he treated his uncle who saved his life, and there are many other incidents. You can quote any of them or even multiple of them. Write the answer of these questions onto your notebook and learn them by heart. And please submit your homework. Post their pictures here. Thank you, students. Take care.